What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full Rarest shiny Pokemon team. Now in this one, I didn't only want to use like events, mythical, legendaries. I wanted to use some other Pokemon that were very, very rare in their own right on specific games. Okay, so this had an overwhelming amount of votes, 46% on the Pimpnite community tab. Thank you to all that voted. But more importantly, the question of today is, what is your best shiny Pokemon you've got? If you don't have a real great shiny Pokemon, what was the first shiny Pokemon you got? I want to know. Leave it below in the comment section. My very first shiny Pokemon was shiny Electrike on Ruby. Okay, so we have a battle on my chat. This one was against Tapu Dust. My Discord is in the description if you want to check that out. I take my battles there each day. Okay, so we got Phoebus here. Now, Phoebus in Gen 3 was a very, very rare Pokemon to find. So you had to find like a specific tile that it spawned on, and then you had to shiny hunt for it on top of that. So I thought that'd be a really interesting shiny to include in this team. So we got a theme team on the other side of the field too. I wonder if you guys can guess this one. Now I'm going to get paralyzed by the Absol. Then it's going to go for a Zen Headbutt, taking me all the way down to my Focus Sash. I'm running a max health, max special attack, Rain Dance, Surf, Ice Beam, and Mimic Phoebus. This has Swift Swim as the ability and item as Focus Sash. Now, it didn't have the greatest nature. I just had to work with what the shiny was. So I just ran with this set. It was the best one there. Okay, so it's going to take me out with the Rock Slide. That's my Phoebus down. You know, but I got a crit there, which wasn't too badly. I actually had quite a funny moment with Phoebus, but that's in the bloopers, people. You got to check that one out. All right, so now we got the Raikou, shiny Raikou. No, so Gen 2, right, the roaming dogs. This was beast, sorry, was the very, very difficult one to get, because you had to, obviously, once you found them, or you had, before finding them, you had to, like, save the game, then soft reset, if it wasn't the correct one. So that was a very, very tricky one to get shiny. So this set we've got as follows. We've got a physical set, max attack and max speed with Curse, Wild Charge, Iron Tail, and Facade. Obviously, the ability has to be in a focus, and I've got White Herb as the item. So going for Curse there, which is going to give me a +1 attack and give me a +1 defense. It's going to drop my speed. However, I've got the White Herb to get rid of the speed drop, and it worked pretty nicely. So max attack and max speed as the EVs. So taking out the Absol in one shot. This is probably the more better Pokemon on my team. This team wasn't like the greatest ever because, as I said, the natures and stuff and IVs, they definitely weren't there. So now we got another Absol coming out, which is, guys, I know you can't guess what their theme is. So go for another Wild Charge, and they have a Focus Sash, and it lives on like 1 health. God damn it. Have to plug my merch. Anyway, so I take a little more damage from the Wild Charge, and now it's going to go for the knockoff, getting rid of my Raikou with a crit. I don't think that one mattered. Anyway, so that goes down, but it took out, Absol. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so also I thought another rare Pokemon. I kind of want to really mix it up in the gens too. So we got shiny Salazzle, being the female Oni. Now, this was also was quite a difficult one to get, and you got Troll. You can get Troll very, very easily when you get the shiny male. So taking that out with a Flame Charge. On this set, we're running a physical one. We've got max attack and max speed. We've got Flame Charge for stab to boost my speed as well. Now, I've got Adamant on this one, so I didn't go for Jolly. I went for Adamant instead because Flame Charge was going to give me a +1. I've got Knockoff, Poison Jab, and Substitute. The item is the Lychee Berry, so I'm going to get the Lychee Berries up after all the substitutes here against this Absol. So this is a Mega Absol. It's going to be a special one too. So it's going to go for the Water Pulse. This is like a really scummy set. They're probably, if I didn't have the substitute up, I'd have a, I definitely would be going down to this one. And if I didn't, I'd probably get confused by Water Pulse. So going for another substitute here, what I have to do is just get myself in range of the berry to activate, get a +1 in an attack, and see if I can do as much damage to this Absol as possible. Okay, so I need 2 more substitutes to put me in range. But yeah, guys, there was quite a few Pokemon. Like, I want to mention some other Pokemon too. Like shiny Manaphy was another one. But like I said, I did want to I wanted to include some other Pokemon. That were quite rare in their own kind of specific. They didn't have to actually be like a legendary or a mythical. So with a shiny Manaphy too, you actually have to trade the egg along to another game of Pokemon Ranger. And if it wasn't shiny, then that game, that Pokemon Ranger game could never be shiny. So it was a really, really interesting and a very tough shiny to get. Anyway, so I'm down to my last substitute being broken by the Absol. I've got my +1 in attack. And now I'm going to go for the Poison Jab against the Mega Absol. Okay, so going for Poison Jab, hoping for some nice damage here. And I get a critical hit, taking it out of one shot. I definitely think that one mattered. I don't think that would have taken it out in definitely one shot. Okay, so now we got another Absol coming out. We got 2 more Absols to go. I'm in a pretty strong position at the moment. Going for the poison jab on the Absol here. As you can see, that wasn't enough to take out a normal Absol. So now we're going to have a special Absol. It's going to go for the Dank Pulse, taking out my Slazzle, but Slazzle did a wonderful job there, getting rid of the Mega Absol. Okay, so now we got B. So female combi shiny. So that was always I know you guys, if you guys played Diamond Pearl, fighting the combi, the female combi, the chances of that and then getting a shiny was always a lot of fun. So I'm going to go down to a nice beam. Unfortunately, combi is going to go down, but combi does come back in the next battle and in the bloopers and the bonus battle. So make sure you don't miss that. So now we got the Honey Tree Munchlax. Did you guys search for this one? So what you had to slather honey on the trees and Pokemon would appear. And it was a very, very tedious process. So I thought I'd include both these. They were kind of like very specific Pokemon, but cool. Okay, anyway, we got the Absol going to go down. I got the quick, I can't believe I got the quick claw activation. And then I get it again. So going for the Headbutt here. Now this was a Belly Drum set. We've got Belly Drum, Headbutt on this one, which is pretty good. And we have Rock Slide and Bulldoze. So now we got the Absol going for the Night Slash. I lift on 6 health. I can't believe it. Hoping I get another scummy activation. It does not kick in here. And Absol's going to take out my honey, my little Munchlax with the Psycho Cut. So that goes down. I've got 1 more Pokemon left. And of course, I had to include the shiny Deoxys, my very favorite mythical Pokemon. So this is definitely mythical. So now we got the Deoxys. Now this was, if the only way to get this was to be at the event, or you could have the special distribution cart like yours truly. And it's definitely my very favorite shiny legendary mythical. So go for the counter Focus Sash on the Absol, and that one is going to take it out. And that is the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this first battle. Man, that was like super duper close. Next battle we have, this one's against Crimson TV. Kath and I had a battle. She invited me, so I thought, yeah, let's give this one a go. I'll surprise her with my interesting team. So this time we got a Metang lead. Now there wasn't a lot I could actually do to this, apart from going for Rain Dancer Seth. I knew that this would probably have Everlight, so it's probably going to be out of 3 to 4 hit KO. It wasn't it didn't really hit very hard per se. So anyway, we got the Metang going for a Toxic. It misses, thank goodness, so my Sash is still safe. Now they're going to withdraw their Metang. I thought they may go into another Pokemon, but they didn't. They went into a Go-Go. Not that it really mattered, though. I was actually a little bit worried about this Metang. So I tried to mimic the Toxic there, but they swapped. So that was very unfortunate. So go for the Ice Beam on the Go-Goat. It does nothing. And now the Go-Goat's going to go for the Giga Drain. This is really bad because this team, it kind of lacked a lot of base power. Like a lot of the Pokemon, they really did lack power. I was using some very gimmicky sets. So bulky Pokemon, I had a real, any bulky Pokemon, I had some real troubles with. So go for Ice Beam, I don't get a Free Sax, and now Go-Go's going to be able to take me out with a Hidden Power Disrespect. So that's down, and I still got some other Pokemon to try and take out this horrible Go-Go. Okay, so now going into my Munchlax, it's like, should I go for the Belly Drum, or should I go for the Headbutt here? Decide to go for the Belly Drum, however, we got a Z move, and it's going to be Waterium Z Surf. This is a special Go-Go. So, with the rain up from the, I think the Phoebus dropped the rain dance. So I know that I'm not going to be able to live this one very well. And I was like, bugger, I'm not going to be able to get off the Belly Drum. My best bet here would just be I probably should have gone for the Headbutt, but there's no way I would have known that the Z move was coming my way, right? So I'm going to get hit by that really, really hard. Does over 3/4 to my Munchlax. I can't get off the Belly Drum. My only option here is to go for the Headbutt and see if I can get a Quick Claw flinch. And the Quick Claw does not activate, and Go-Go's going to be able to take me out with the Giga Drain. So things are not looking very good at the moment, people. I was just actually thinking of some more like rare shiny Pokemon to get. There's lots of them, right? But I wanted to make some. I want to do some ones that you don't like sort of hear about too much, and just provide some trivia too. So now we got the Slazzle. I know not everyone started their Pokemon adventure like way back then, so I kind of want to like pick a couple of Pokemon from each gen, or like mix it up a little bit. So now we got the Go-Goat going for the Surf against my Slazzle. So once again, Slazzle, I really have to get a Lychee Berry to actually take Go-Goat out. This is like with its poor attack stat, I have to get a +1, and then I'm going to try and one-shot it with the Poison Jab, right? So now the Go-Goat's going to keep going for Surf. Surf's actually quite a nice move on Go-Goat. It allows it to hit Fire-type Pokemon too, so it's a bit of a fun set to use on it. I actually ran a Choice Specs one before, Worked pretty well. Well, you get all the people like, I'm going to swap a fire-type Pokemon, not expect like a grass-type move, then they swap into a surf and get absolutely shreked. So anyway, we got the Go-Go going for another surf on my substitute. I only need one more substitute to activate my Lychee Berry, and then I can go for the Poison Jab. Now, from this range, I know Flame Charge is not going to be enough to take it out. It doesn't have enough base power, so I've got to go for that Poison Jab. Even with +1, it wouldn't have enough. So I've got my Lychee Berry now. Go-Go's going to go for its final surf here. And whether I take this out or not, I'm kind of worried because I really, I'm set up with my Slazzle here. I want to get some good damage off with it. Okay, so Go-Go is going to break my substitute. I still have a cold at the moment too, so if my voice sounds kind of different, that's why. I'm not really 100% at the moment, but I thought I'd still release the video. So now we're going for the Poison Jab on the Go-Go, and it's enough to take it out, thank goodness, and that is the Go-Go. I finally got a Pokemon down, guys. Finally, I almost sacrificed half my team to do that. Okay, so now we've got the Metang, which I expected to come out. Instead of going for Flame Charge, I went for Knockoff to actually get rid of its Everlight. I thought that'd be more handy in the long run, considering none of my moves would have taken it out anyway. Now Metang is going to go for the Earthquake, and that is going to easily take out my Slazzle, which is only on 3 health. But at least I got rid of the Go-Go and got rid of the Metang's Everlight and did a decent chunk of damage to it. Okay, people, we have to bring in Raikou. So Raikou is definitely the best Pokemon on the team. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to go for a Curse here. I know that it's got Earthquake already, so if I go for the Curse, get a +1 defense, I know that I can easily tank it, and I'm guessing most of the Evos were invested in bulk on the Metang as well. So getting my Curse up, my attack and defense is going to rise, and the White Herb's going to get rid of the Speed Drop. So Metang going for the Earthquake. The only thing I was worried about here was the critical hit. That'd be kind of bad. So I take that one really, really easily. So it's about a 4-hit KO. Now Raikou can go for a Wild Charge against the Metang. So even with the Everlight gone, it fails to take it out. Like, its attack set isn't the greatest, and Metang is a very nice base defense. So now Metang, instead of going for the Earthquake, is going to go for the Toxic against my Raikou, which, I know, I would have rather it going for the Earthquake. At least I wouldn't have been poisoned, but that's how it was. I guess that was a good play there. So now I can go for the Wild Charge and finish off the Metang. So there's actually there's a couple of bulky Pokemon on this team. There's the Metang, the Go-Go, and there was more too. So taking a little bit more recoil from the Wild Charge and from the Poison there too. Now we got Armoldo, a bulky Pokemon too. However, I was hoping this one was more of a sweeper set. So going for the Iron Tail, praying it didn't miss. It doesn't miss. I hit it really hard, but it fails to take it out. Oh, man. And now Armoldo's going to be able to go for the Earthquake. Since I'm on a low amount of health, Raikou is not going to live that one. And that is going to take me out, unfortunately. But I got so close there, which was really good. So I was like, bugger, what am I going to do to take this thing out? And then the Life Orb takes the Armoldo out. So I was like, yes, that's really good. So I got rid of that. So, man, Raikou taking me back into this game. So now swapping in Combi, guys. My only option, right, to verse this Slowbro was Combi. Like, that was it. Like, I had no options left when you've got no options left but Combi. So going for the Bug Buzz on the Slowbro does some pretty good damage, I must say. It's about a 3-hit KO. Now Slowbro is going to go for the Rain Dance. That would have been nice for my Phoebus. So the next move, if it's a water type move like Scald, there's no way I'm going to be able to live this one at all. So the Rain is up on the field. The Slowbro is going to have some leftovers recovery. Now, also, I think the Rain is for this team as well. Just thinking like there's an Armoldo, there's a Swift Swim user there. That'll help power up the Go-Goat's Water MZ Surf. So it's definitely a Rain Dance team. So now the Slowbro is going to go for the Ice Beam. And there's no way I'm going to be able to live that one. And Combi goes down. Now, on this, I had Air Cutter Fly MZ. Would have been like amazing to use that there. But I knew better to use it because it wasn't going to do enough damage. However, you do get to see that being used later on in the video. Make sure you check it out. Alright, so my last Pokemon, the Big Bad Deoxys. Now, what on this set, right, it was a very, very gimmicky set. I had, it's my usual set. I've got Psycho Boost, Counter, Mirror Code, and Protect, right. So go for Psycho Boost. Thank goodness it takes out the Slowbro, and that's down. Thank goodness. Normally I run Extreme Speed on it, but I didn't want to run a too overpowered set. I've actually used this set of noobs. It works pretty nice. So now we got the Bear Tick coming out. I know this is probably going to be a physical set, so locking myself into that counter. Bear Tick's going to use Ice Silk Crash. I'm like, oh my goodness, please do not flinch me. So it's going to take me all the way down to my Focus Sash. And I don't get flinched. I'm able to get off the counter, and that is the Bear Tick down. Man, I love counter Mirror Coat and Deoxys. It's such a good move. It's like my favorite Deoxys set. Okay, so the last Pokemon is the Heloise. I thought this may come in earlier due to have a Dry Skin ability. And it's going to outspeed me with a Volt Switch. It's a Choice Scarf Helix. Outspeeds my Adoxy's attack. And that is game. Hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. Enjoy those bloopers and bonus battle. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.